So ito yung problem natin. Basahin muna natin. A test is set up as shown in figure. Ayan. So a cylindrical mold is 4 inches in diameter. Ayan. So ilagay na natin. So dito daw, ito yung mold natin. Ayan. Yan yung mold natin, which is 4 inches yung diameter niya ito. 4 inches in diameter is filled with silt to height is equal to h sub 1 is equal to 0.2 foot. Ayan. So dito naglagay ng silt dito sa first layer natin, which is 0.2 foot. Ayan. So, lagay lang natin. Baka malito kayo. So, yung inches is ganyan yung symbol niya. Inches. Tapos, yung isang ganon is foot or feet. Ayan. So, ganyan. Whose coefficient of permeability is K1 is equal to 3.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 foot per minute. So, yung silt daw, ito yung coefficient of permeability niya. Ayan. Tapos, a second coaxial mold is placed on top of the first mold whose inside diameter is D is equal to 1.5 inches. Ayan. So, dito, naglagay ng pangalawang mold natin. So, pinatong siya dito. Which is, ito yung first layer and then pinatong yung second mold natin na merong diameter na 1.5 inches. Ayan. So, and whose yung height niya is equal to 0.30 foot. Ayan. So, ilagay natin ito. Its thickness is negligible. So, i-neglect na natin yung thickness niya. So, the inside of this mold is filled with same silt. Ayan. So, dito sa loob, yan yung mold is same lang na silt yung laman. Tapos, but the annular ring outside the small tube and outer tube is filled with sand whose coefficient of permeability is K2 is equal to 2.7 times 10 raised to negative 3 foot per minute. Ayan. So, yung dito sa labas ng second mold natin ito is dito na part is sand, yung laman yan. So, dito sabi niya, the test is set up is a parameter of constant head. So, constant head, so hindi nagbabago yung water level dito sa may mold natin. Ayan, so constant head tayo. So, water is placed in the mold and maintained at a level of H is equal to 1.25. So, from inflow, again, hanggang dito sa may, so ito yung outflow natin. Ayan. So, dito lumalabas yung water natin. Ayan. So, dyan, napupunta. So, is equal to 1.25 feet. Tapos, sabi niya, it may be considered that the system consists of viscous soil if thickness is equal to H is equal to H1 plus H sub 2 and coefficient of permeability K sub F. So, dito sabi niya, coefficient of yung fictitious soil, ayan, ito, fictitious soil, yung sa may system natin. So, kapag sinabing fictitious soil, ito yung ginagamit para may stimulate yung behavior ng soil pagdating sa pile foundation. Di ba? Yung pile natin is binabaon natin sa lupa. And then dito, itong test na to is ginagamit siya para ma-observe actually yung behavior ng soil dun sa underground natin. Ayan. So, dito pinapahanap sa atin what is the total flow of water in cubic foot per minute. And letter B, what is the equivalent coefficient of permeability K sub F in feet per minute. And what is the total amount of water percolated after 55 minutes. Ayan. So, una, letter A, dito muna tayo. Total flow. Pag sinabing total flow, ito yung discharge natin dito sa buong system natin. So, ito yung Q, di ba? So, let's say Q total. So, since dito we have layers of soil. So, dito sa outside, meron tayong dalawang layer ng soil natin, which is the sand and silt. And then, dito naman sa inner, dito sa loob, which is yung second na mold natin, we have isang layer lang to ng soil natin, which is the silt lang. So, let's say, dito, Q1, and then dito is Q2. So, dito, magkaiba yung discharge natin dito sa outer and then dito sa inner. Kasi nga, yung sand, yung coefficient of permeability niya is iba. That is the K2. And then, yung sa silt natin is iba din. That is the K1. So, meaning, dito sa inner natin, iisa lang yung coefficient of permeability, which is the K1, yung silt lang. So, pwede mo nang makuha agad yung coefficient of, pwede mo na agad makuha yung discharge. Pero dito sa Q1, dito sa outside, since magkaiba itong coefficient of permeability, so magkaiba yung makukuha mong discharge. Ayan, kaya hindi natin agad-agad makuha yung total flow or total discharge. So kukunin muna natin yung ito, K equivalent ng dalawa ito, K equivalent ng sand and silt natin. So yung total flow magiging Q1 plus the Q2. Ayan. So una is yung Q1, yung discharge 1. So ito yung sa outer natin. Ayan natin outer. So Q1 is equal to yung Kia, di ba? Yung kinukuha natin. Pero dito, yung magiging formula natin is K equivalent. So ano yung magiging flow natin dito? Magiging flow ng water natin dito sa system natin. So for example, ito yung ano natin, yung sa layer of soil. So yung water is pag ganito. Ayan, pag ganyan. So kapag ganyan, across dito sa mga soil layer natin, and mag-create siya ng perpendicular flow dito sa soil layer natin. So yung K equivalent natin, that is the normal flow. Ayan, so pag ganito. And then dito sa loob naman, sa inner, so ito yung layer ng silt natin. So dito, ganyan lang. So iisa lang yung soil natin dyan. So mag-create siya ng parallel flow. So pwede na yung K1 dito. So hindi na natin kukunin yung K equivalent kasi nga isa lang naman yung soil natin sa loob dito. So nakunin natin muna yung K equivalent sa outer. And yung area ng outer. Ayan. K equivalent. Palitan natin ang kulay. Yung formula natin dyan is yung total ng travel distance ng water dun sa soil layer natin divided by summation ng mga H divided by K natin. Tama? So kapag expand natin yan, ito. So this is the H1 plus H2. Ayan. Subtract natin. Ano yung H1? So ilagay ko na lang. Ito 0.2. And then 0.3 yung H sub 2 natin. 0.2 divided by yung K1 natin, that is 3.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 plus 0.3 divided by yung K2 natin, which is yung sand, that is 2.7 times 10 raised to negative 3. Ayan. Equal. Solve natin. So that is 7.5 times 10 raised to negative 4 foot per minute. Ayan. So dito yung ano natin is feet. Feet din to. Tapos ito, yung K natin, that is foot per minute. Dito, ito maka-cancel. And then may iwan is foot per minute. So yun yung unit natin. Ayan. So next is yung hydraulic gradient natin, yung I. So that is head difference divided by yung length ng soil specimen natin. So punta ulit tayo dito. Ayan. So yung hydraulic gradient, yan yung sa buong system na natin. Ayan. So sa buong system natin. So that is I is equal to H divided by L. So ano yung head difference natin? Diba? From inflow to outflow from here. So ito yung end ng ano natin. Dito nag-end. So yung porous stone, hindi na yan kasama doon sa system natin. So dito, hindi na kasama doon sa kinukonsider natin, which is yung sa soil lang. So yung sand and silt. So that is 1.25 divided by yung length ng soil specimen natin dito sa system natin. So yung sand and silt, ilan ito? So this is 0.30 plus 0.2. That is 0.5. Ayan. So divided by 0.5. So yung magiging hydraulic gradient natin, that is 2.5. Ayan. So ilagay natin. 2.5. And then yung area outer natin, ayan. So area outer. So Yung i-consider lang natin is, so, dito, ito yung side natin, side view. Pero kapag tinignan natin dito sa taas, is magiging ganito siya. So, dito na lang, lipat na lang tayo. Yan, so, kapag sa top view, ayan, ganyan. Gawin natin. Ayan. So, ito yung area, outer natin, ito yung diameter na malaki. And then, ito naman yung area ng inner natin, which is yan yung maliit na diameter. Tapos, ito yung, diba, ito yung sand natin, ito yung sand. Tapos, yung sa gitna, yan yung sa may silk natin. Ganyan. So, yung kukunin natin for area outer, so pi over 4, so yung d squared, minus, i-minus natin yung area ng, dito sa may gitna, area ng inner natin. So, that is d squared. Ayan. Ilan ito, di ba, 4 inches. Try ko na lang. Tapos dito sa loob, that is 1.5 inches. Ayan. So, ito ay pi over 4, 10.8 inches squared. Ayan. So, yan yung area outer natin. So, kunin na natin yung, ito, yung Q1 natin. So, meron na tayong mga, ito. So, K, yung K equivalent natin. So, that is 7.5 times 10 raised to negative 4 feet per minute. Tapos, yung hydraulic gradient natin na 2.5. And then, yung area outer natin, that is 10.8. So, inches squared. So, mag-multiply tayo ng, so, para matanggal yung inches squared. Diba, ang 1 foot ay equal lang yun sa 12 inches. Tapos, squared natin to. Para matanggal si inches doon. So, yung Q1 natin, so that is 1.41 times 10 raised to negative 4 cubic foot per minute. Ayan. So, yan yung discharge natin sa outer. Ayan. So, next is yung sa loob naman. Ito, yung sa inner, which is yung Q2. Ayan. So, Q2, ito yung sa inner layer natin. Ayan. Q2. So, ulit, Kia. So, dito yung kukunin natin na hydraulic conductivity natin, yung, which is yung ito, silt. So, that is the K sub 1. Ayan, K sub 1. Tapos, yung area ay yung hydraulic gradient, yun pa rin. And then, area ng inner natin. Dito, ilagay lang natin yung K1. K1 natin. So, that is 3.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 foot per minute. And then, yung I natin or the hydraulic gradient, yung H over L. So, that is 2.5. And then, yung area ng inner natin, which is yung ito. Kunin natin. Which is yung diameter niya is 1.5 inches. So, pi over 4. Pi over 4 d squared. Ayan. So, pi over 4 times 1.5 squared. So, ilan to? 1.767 inches squared. Ayan. So, yan yung area ng inner natin. So, salpak natin dito. So, Q2. So, that is 3.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 foot per minute. Tapos, yung I natin na 2.5. And then, yung area ng inner natin. So, 1.767 inches squared. And then, ilipat natin sa foot. So, 1 foot divided by 12 inches. Tapos, squared natin. Ayan. Double check natin. 3.6 negative 4 times 2.5 times 1.767 times 1 divided by 12 squared. So, that is 1.104 times 10 raised to negative 5 cubic foot. So, ito makakancel na to. Cubic foot per minute. Ayan. So, meron na tayong discharge doon sa inner natin. So, pwede na nating makuha yung discharge total natin or the total flow doon sa system natin. So, ilan to? 1, ilagay lang natin. Ano yung 1? 1.41 times 10 raised to negative 4 plus 1.104 times 10 raised to negative 5. So, yung total flow natin, compute 1. So, that is 1.5204 times 10 raised to negative 4 cubic foot per minute. Ayan. So, yan yung total discharge natin dito sa system natin. Ayan. So, ngayon, letter B na tayo. Ano naman yung magiging equivalent coefficient of permeability or the K sub F in feet per minute? So, yung hinahanap na coefficient or equivalent coefficient of permeability natin dito is yung doon mismo sa buong system natin. So, doon sa whole system. So, letter B tayo. Dito na lang. So, di ba, since nakuha na natin yung total discharge natin, so, KF na lang to. So, di ba, from yung KIA, yan, dito, di ba, yung total discharge natin, so, KF, yan yung buong sa whole system, tapos yung A, hydraulic gradient, tapos A. So, dito, meron na tayo, ilagay lang natin. 1.5204 cubic foot per minute. Tapos, ito yung hinahanap natin, yung unknown, yung equivalent coefficient of permeability. Yung I, which is H over L, that is 2.5. And then, yung area natin dito, yung magiging area natin dito, i-consider natin yung sa taas. So, dito, consider yung whole system natin. So, therefore, yung magiging area natin dito is pi over 4d squared. Ayan. Yung ito, di ba? Ito yung buong system natin. Ayan. Ayan. So, yung magiging diameter niya is yung ito. Ito. Ayan. So, pi over 4 d squared, so 4 inches squared. So, this is 0.25 4 inches squared. So, that is 4 pi. Inches squared. Ayan. So, pwede na natin makuha yung KF natin. So, ilabas lang natin ito. So, Q sub P, I, tapos A. So, 1.052 cubic foot per minute. Tapos, 2.5. Tapos, yung area natin. So, dito, 4 inches, 4.5 inches squared. So, mag-times tayo ulit ng 1 foot, 12 inches, and then squared natin. So, yung magiging equivalent ng coefficient of permeability natin sa buong system, lagay lang natin 1.5204. Hindi, may ano pala to. So, sorry. Taglit. Times tayo. Times, kalimutan natin. 10 raised to negative 4 pala. Sorry. Ayan. So, 1.5204 negative 4 is 2.5 times 4 shift pi times 1 over 12 squared. So, that is 6. Ito yung sagot natin. 6.969 times 10 raised to negative 4. So, maka-cancel to. So, dito may maka-cancel na. So, feet squared dito. So, maka-cancel to. So, may matitirang isang feet. So, feet per minute. Ayan. So, yan yung equivalent coefficient of permeability natin sa buong system. And then, letter C. Ano yung letter C natin? Ito, yung letter C naman natin, what is the total amount of water percolated after 55 minutes? So, yung hinahanap naman dito, yung volume natin. Ayan, so letter C, which is yung volume. Ayan, ilagay natin. Or ito yung percolated. Ayan, so, discharge ng total system natin, volume divided by yung time natin. At T is equal to 55 minutes. So, yung QT natin dito is, salpak na lang natin. So, volume ngayon, times T. So, that is 1.5204 cubic foot per minute. Ay mag-times tayo. Times 10 raised to negative 4 cubic foot per minute times 55 minutes yung time natin. Ayan, so makakonsider yung minute. So, yung magiging volume natin dito, so that is 8.3622 times 10 raised to negative 3 cubic foot. Ayan. Ayan. So, yan yung answer natin for letter C. Ayan. So, yan yung mga sagot natin for this problem.